football fields where you can fit our facility of Bacardi. So the Super Bowl doesn't seem too big now. With that said, a facility as large as ours tends to attract an organism. This organism is known as the whiskey fungus, nowadays also known as the alcohol fungus. It's attracted to alcohol. It thrives in the presence of alcohol. So we're going to see it all over the place in a bit. Now, coming up to our left on the side of the building, you're going to find our logo with the bat in the very center. People have questioned us about the bat. Some have even brought their own theories. And so far, the strangest theory that I've heard is that the Bacardi family are vampires. No, my friends, Edward Cullen does not walk among us. When our founder bought his very first distillery, it was a second-hand distillery. To the beige building coming up to our right-hand side, known as llenado y vaciado, or in English, filling and emptying.
We're in the tasting room, so you can see there are 4 glasses before me.
Oh, we got that bad bunny. I hear it.
About to go through tasting. All right, let's go.
Sugarcane juice. You can use sugarcane syrup, or you can use molasses to make rum. Bacardi was the first to use molasses to make rum. And this is a family of first, because not only that, Bacardi was also the first to incorporate the charcoal mellowing technique into the rum world. The whole process of filtering with charcoal comes from vodka. Facundo was the first to incorporate it for rum. Represented by Bacardi Superior Carta Blanca, the OG, the original, the rum that started it all for Bacardi. This blend of 1 to 2 years took Facundo 10 years to perfect. And this rum must go through an additional charcoal mellowing technique after its final blend in order to obtain this level of transparency, as this rum is still aged. The reason for that is that, and then give it a swirl or two and hold it against the light. Did anybody get the drips on the glass yet?
Yeah.
We do. Now, those drips are known as the legs. And depending on how fast they move, you can determine by sight what is the viscosity or the body of your rum. So, rum comes in different categories. You got light to medium, medium to heavy, and heavy. Depending on how fast the legs move, you can determine which category it is. So the faster the legs, the lighter in body it is. So I propose, at the end of these 4 rums, whoever in their crew loses in guessing out the viscosity has to be the person of the crew to buy the drinks at the bar, okay? Participate at your own risk, but give it another look-see and let me know what you think it could be. Don't worry. So here you got the
what
waveform.
does the drip tell us again?
Yes, so how fast they move gives you the viscosity or the body. So if it moves fast, you're getting lighter in body. If it moves slow, you're getting heavier in body.
Okay.
So the categories are light to medium, medium to heavy, heavy. I'm hearing medium. Does anybody agree with medium? Or disagree? Here we got medium.
It's heavy.
Heavy?
I'm gonna say light.
He's going with light. He's going against the grain here as well. Light.
I think it's medium.
So go with medium, all right? And I know it's hard because we don't have a reference. But here, we've got to be softer. Maybe you'll pick up on notes. Maybe it's just softer alcohol, and both are valid. Make those faces. Now, I'm going to be your mirror. 3 o'clock, you want your left nostril to hit the opposite end of the glass. Now, it's at 6, where most people get got. 6 o'clock, you want your nostril to hover around the southern end, like so. There we go. And feel free to make a face. Let out those reactions. And then 9 o'clock, right nostril, opposite end of the glass. And you can go around the hours, really get into those aromas. Now, is there anybody that just smells alcohol? Okay, we got a couple. Is it unbearable? Is it manageable?
I smell like college.
College? Okay, folks. And then keep in mind, with every sip that you take, when you exhale through your nose, you'll get more of the notes, okay? Keep in mind, these rums took years to make. To have it disappear in 5 seconds wasn't the goal either. Yes. Should go one heavy.
With the second one now.
Does anybody think it could be an in-between or something?
I'm holding it.
Medium?
Let's hold it to the light. Let's go.
Should go one heavy. That it will be lighter in body. The more time a rum spends in the barrel, the heavier it will get. Go ahead and smell time and sip on it, either neat or off the rocks. And when I say on the rocks, I don't mean regular ice cubes, nor do I mean Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, you take coconut water, freeze that into ice cubes, and pour a bit of 8 on top. All right, folks? Besides that, you like to write it down, and it's just plain coconut water. Now, of course, you can use this rum for cooking. You can pour this over the charcoal when you grill.
The tasting is done. As you can see, this is the lineup of the drinks that we tasted. And this was the 100 and something. It wasn't my favorite. It was a really nice tasting. The only rum that I smelled something different was this one. The other ones, they all smelled like alcohol. It's a nice experience. This tour was about $85. It's worth it. Now, I wish someone had told us this when we booked the ticket, and we didn't know this. Basically, we got a taxi from Old San Juan over in this area, and it cost us about $40 because Uber was crazy. Listen, we were waiting. Zorel, we were waiting. It was Saturday night. Clearly, all of there's a lot of people who were in Old San Juan. Traffic was ridiculous. $40. We had to rush, try to get a taxi because we had a 7:15 appointment or tour time. But had we known, there's literally a ferry that goes from Old San Juan to, I think we are in Cataño, and there is a shuttle from the Bacardi experience from here to the Bacardi experience. So listen, you don't have to pay a $40 taxi fare or a $25 Uber fee. You could literally get the ferry from Old San Juan over here and then get the ferry to the Bacardi experience. We live so you can do better. So that's my experience. Yeah. But definitely it's something you should do. I wish we didn't have to go through that $40 option. So now we're heading back to Old San Juan, and we're going to take maybe a Uber from Old San Juan back to our hotel. So deuces, it was a great day. Until tomorrow. Ciao.